Hey everyone, Mark Feldman here from Bang the Drum School. Let's talk about practicing. You have limited time to practice. You're worried about when you'll be able to do it. You've got kids, you've got a job, you have an unpredictable schedule. When you're able to make the time to sit down and practice your drums, how do you make the most of it? That's what this video is about. And I've got a few methods that I've used that work pretty well. The first thing I want to talk about is a concept called micro-practicing. Micro-practicing is not about small amounts of time. That's not what the micro is. Micro-practicing is about focusing your attention on just one thing, picking one skill, one pattern, one weakness, one song. Whatever the one thing is, it deserves your full concentration. And instead of jumping around and dividing your hour up into 10 minutes of this and 10 minutes of that and 10 minutes of the other thing, which I believe gets you nowhere, takes you a long time to get nowhere. If you spend all your time on one thing, maybe it still will take some time, but at least you'll get there. You'll definitely get there if you use this micro practicing method, because you focus on that one thing and you stick with it until you own it. There's no bouncing around between different exercises, no scrolling through random YouTube videos, no messing around. You pick one thing and you work on it until it feels solid, clean, and automatic. That's what micro practicing is. So now the next question might be, hey, Mark, how do I decide what I should spend that time on? And that's a great question. So that's where my 5 pillars of drumming comes in. The 5 pillars of drumming is just a way that I came up with. It's a framework to allow you to evaluate yourself or to think about drumming in a way that is logical, to help you answer questions like this. What should I spend my practice time on? So here's what the 5 pillars of drumming are. Number 1, reading. Your ability to understand and interpret written rhythms, reading and writing them. Technique, the mechanics of how you move your limbs, your hands, your feet. Independence, coordinating your limbs such that you play one pattern that repeats, often with your cymbal hand, and say that pattern is static. It's just same thing over and over. And then independence, the independence part means other limbs can do anything they want while maintaining the first thing. So that's independence. The fourth of the 5 pillars is groove. It's the time feel that you have. It's your ability to make your grooves feel great and make the music you're playing feel great. Like the other musicians are floating on cloud 9 and it feels beautiful. It's what makes people tap their feet and bop their head. That's groove. Vocabulary is the 5th pillar, right? So fills, any kind of repeatable pattern that you want to have up here so it can come out from your body at will, right? Those are the 5 pillars. So if you think about those, that will help you evaluate, well, what things should I practice? And there's a couple of ways to choose your poison. But one of the most helpful ways, I think, is to ask yourself, which of these areas am I the weakest in? Because often the way to leverage your playing the most is to take the weakest thing and make it strong, right? Because that will lift everything else up. And a good example of that is technique. When your technique gets up here, everything else sounds better because technique affects every note that you play. So let's say technique is your issue. Well, then pick one thing. Is it your stroke? Is it a double stroke roll? What is the technical thing that you're working on that's important to you? Then you spend all your time on that one thing until you get it. So that's one example of it. But the point is you practice with intention and purpose, and you discipline yourself to work on practicing with that purpose in mind. And once you've chosen your focus, just stay with it and work on that one thing for days, weeks, sometimes months. Stay in the grind until you can feel the progress. That's how real improvement happens. It's not from practicing a little bit of everything, but from mastering one thing at a time. So when you can crush that double stroke roll to the point where you begin to love playing it because you're so good at it, that's where you want to go. And you can get there. You just have to focus. That's where you must go. So the takeaway from all of this is if you have only a limited amount of time to practice, don't cut your sessions short. Cut your focus narrow. Spend all of your time on that one thing until you've mastered it. And when you approach drumming in this way, every hour behind the kit matters. So that's all I've got. Mark Feldman here from Bang the Drum School. If you like this video, please click that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you hear about new stuff when it gets posted. And check out my book, Drumming Decoded, at www.drummingdecoded.com and pick up your copy. And see you next time. Feldman out.